My name is Nike Sabine, and I'm the Director of Policy at DC Justice Lab. We believe wholeheartedly that safety is about much more than just how we respond after harm has occurred. We believe that valuing each and every one of our community members without exception and focusing on prevention is our best chance at building a thriving district. Today is about all of us coming together as a community and engaging directly with one another to imagine how we can co-create safety. More specifically, today is about the community members who participated in this year's Policy Training Academy and whose proposals you get the opportunity to learn and discuss.
My name is Erin Bonner. My proposal for the week with the DC Justice Lab Policy Training was housing reparations and housing reparations now.
I'm Jakia Carroll. My project was for us to create an agency that is connected with the Ombudsman's office so that when parents have concerns or people in the community for children, we have advocates and leaders and people with a lived experience that actually are already involved in our communities that care about us and our children to assist.
My name is Robert Davis. I picked the subject of returning local control of parole to the DC government itself.
The Policy Training Academy is a week-long crash course in local policy advocacy. This program is our attempt to chip away at the gatekeeping of power and information that is all too common in the district. Participants learn how laws are passed, who has the power to do what, and how they can directly and effectively participate. Like last year, this year's participants are all survivors of past and ongoing state violence of all kinds, who worked incredibly hard to take in an immense amount of information and to develop proposals for you all to consider. All of the proposals you see today will live on safeandfreedc.com. This collaboration with Uriot's Wildest Dreams and the National Reentry Network for Returning Citizens provides a platform to house the proposals of those with lived experience, and we encourage individuals and organizations to use it as a resource and work with the developers of the proposals to move them forward.
Hi, my name is Travis, registered with the National Reentry Network for Returning Citizens, and I was here today to speak about the housing project that we became a reality through the Policy Training Academy last year. Did a DOPA Act.
There's currently a bill that's pending called the Reparations Foundation and Task Force. I am proposing that once that bill is passed as expected, to extend it to include housing reparations.
Hi, my name is Sherelle. I'm with Uriot's Wildest Dreams. I'm here because I love Black people. I'm interested in the pro-Black future, and I think it's important for us to do something different than we've been doing before because the old system is not working.
I'm a reentry advocate for University Legal Services, Disability Rights DC. I'm also a returning citizen, and I've been home for 8 years now. The U.S. Parole Commission in itself is made up of people who don't even live here. They use guidelines that were not meant for us. We did have our own guidelines. Just to recap, I think that doing away with these harsher guidelines will allow us as DC prisoners returning or on supervision to be able to return to our community and just help it thrive more.
Safety is not something that we can achieve by force. It is a natural consequence of taking care of one another, especially the most vulnerable among us. We sincerely hope you will walk away with a broader perspective on public safety, examples of policy proposals developed by people with lived experience, a better understanding that none of us is truly safe unless we all are, and a burning desire to engage with your community to co-create a district in which we all can thrive.
Look at all of the different things that we spoke about. They all align. So if we protect our children, we protect our future. And these things that we're all in here discussing, they would definitely help.
This once was Chocolate City. It needs to remain that. We are a mecca. We're a mecca of the country, the United States, and I think that Black folks in this city deserve to continue on that way. We deserve to be safe. We deserve to be free, and we deserve to be Black.
I think it's safe to say the Policy Training Academy has become one of our signature events and something that we know we need to repeat over and over again in the future. This is really the culmination of a full week's worth of work doing a deep dive into political education that includes everything from how to do research, to how to build a campaign, to how to speak to media. And we couldn't be prouder of the people who went through this very rigorous process and developed beautifully drafted proposals for the change they want to see in their communities. What became obvious when we started DC Justice Lab was that our work wasn't just going to be changing policy, it had to be changing how policymaking happens. And we've encountered a lot more resistance to having Black and brown voices at the forefront than we have to any of the policy proposals that we proposed in the first place. And so disrupting that was really meaningful. And I think this was just a beautiful demonstration of how the best ideas come from the brilliant minds that are often ignored throughout these processes. As DC Justice Lab continues to grow and evolve, one of our strategic priorities for this year is making all of our work more accessible to wider audiences, which includes people who speak languages other than English. We would love to see more and more people able to participate, able to understand what's happening with lawmaking in their communities, and to know that some of the things that government is doing already are made accessible, but it's not obvious that you can hear a council hearing in Spanish, for example, and really understand the guts of a bill more than the headlines that we see on the nightly news. So I think that that's an extraordinary undertaking to be able to identify more and more communities that are ready to step into a fuller expression of their power. And I'm just excited for us to grow in that way.